Okay, so I need something for Easter. Girlfriend over at Presley Creative, Melissa, and my other girlfriend over at You and Me FPP, Sylvia, and we're all going to do an upload on Easter. But the problem is I need an Easter. I need an Easter, something fast, because I don't have time. So, I drew these. Yes, I drew them. And I got me some pieces of fabric that I had cut out from random things, springy looking to me. Now I'm going to cut this out. Those were, let's see, 4.5? Crosses are 4.5. I'm just going to cut this out real quick, and I'm going to string piece it and applique it onto a placemat. Now here's what I'm thinking. We'll all get to see if I pull this off, because I didn't really give it a lot of thought. Just enough to give me something to do. Mug rugs. I googled it. Mug rugs are typically 6x9 or 10x12. Well, you know what? I went a easily standard size, because I may do some quilting on this. I mean, sewing to the paper. So I got me a piece of paper. Standard printer paper. It's like 8x11 or something like that. If I Google it, I'll put that fun fact in here. So anyway, I'm thinking that cross, make this egg some nice pretty colors, and then get me a background of something. And voila! We will have a Eastery placemat. Mug rug. I don't know. Mug rug? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm committing to mug rug now, so if I say placemat later, assume I mean mug rug. Let's start. I may make another cross. What I did is I cut this out, then I cut it here, and I cut it here, and I pieced this, and I pieced the middle, and I pieced this, and I left a 1/4 inch so I could put them together. I may or may not show you that. It depends on the mood. Let's get some strips cut out of these. What size strips do we want? These are 5-inch squares, just hanging around. What size? 1.5 inch? Let's do a 1/2 inch. So if we want a 1/2 inch strip, we're going to start with a 1 inch. They don't have to be perfect. I don't care if they're straight. You can make them crooked, you can make them more scrappy. You can take a couple pieces, sew them together, sew that on. We're just going to do what we feel like. Let's hope this cuts the first time it is a new blade, but I tend not to put the pressure where I should. So I've got it 1 inch, that way I have a 1/2 inch. Did it work? Woo! We're going to stop there today because we got to win, and you know, I'm teasing. Okay, got my 1 inch. I might piece those and use those for the background. Who knows? So I've got some 1 inch pieces cut here. I don't really care how they're going to go on. I just don't want this blue next to that blue. Opposite's fine with me. So I'm going to take my first piece. I'm going to do it like FPP. Except for, I'm just going to do it from this side. When I'm ready, I'll turn it over and I'll cut it out using that. But right now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take these pieces. I had that kind of set out, didn't I? And then I went backwards. Okay. I'm just going to take these pieces and start sewing them to the paper. Like so. I have black thread. I think it'll be okay. Okay, got my camera situated. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle, it doesn't matter if in the side, just put that baby on there. Whoops. Okay, you can draw a line in the middle if it bugs you. This might bug me. I'm not that whimsical. Holding on to my threads back there, and oops. Hang on to my threads and let her go. That's gonna be crooked. That's okay. I'm gonna go with it. And I've got to stop moving my stuff. Anybody see my scissors? Count them. Thanks. I don't want to do a voiceover, so hopefully let's mess this up. Let's not mess this up. Okay. We've got one. Side to that one. You can give this a little... Let's do it up here so you can see it. I'm just going to finger press this. You can use the Magic Juice, my friend Quilting with Stephanie Stitches likes, and give it an iron press if you so choose. I do not. I'm lining that edge up with the other one, which we know is already crooked, so. I get hang on to my threads. We're lucky it's working. I've got my 1/4 inch foot on. A 1/4 inch is the indented part, not the outside part. It's this little indent here. I've got videos on it. I just stick a piece in. Okay. Then we're going to put this one on. Looks like they're going to fit. And again, I'm going to go on that edge even though I know I started crooked. Right sides together. Black threads was probably not the best choice. I didn't feel like changing them. I do that sometimes. Oh, I can't see the threads through it, so yay. Okay, we've done that side. Let's flip it over and do the other side. Take another 1-inch strip. I believe this is called string piecing. You can use scraps. You can use anything you want as long as it fits that circle. And we're going to let her rip again. How big is the oval? I'm really not sure. I just drew it with the paint and then copy and pasted it. So there were 2. I just wanted them to fit on my piece of paper. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea today, but I did. Okay, we've got that one. Last one. That's actually just... I hope I'm showing you and not me. Except for we're going to put the right sides together, you know. Like the cool kids do. Holding my threads this time. And I'm not going to freak out if it's crooked. I'm not going to freak out if it's not a 1/4 of an inch. I'm just wanting to cover that edge. Okay, egg-ish. How about that? Egg-ish design. Okay. Now we've got our papers. Here's the fun part. I do believe I'm going to find me some pins. To hold those last pieces. Or wonder clips, which, hey, did you know they make great barrettes to hold your hair back? People with long hair, the struggle is real. I know you hear me. Yeah, they shouldn't have left me alone in here for so long. I'm telling you, people, talk to yourself. Start getting a little bit batty. Okay. I've got it string pieced. And look, I got some threads. Extra strings. Okay, all I'm going to do is cut the circle out. You could make it more egg-shaped. In fact, I'll try to put in a link of someone who I know has a very great egg template, along with a very pretty wall hanging here on YouTube. I hope all of you are enjoying your Easter. You all know I'm a Christian, so it is my Easter. Voila! Anybody want to call that not an egg? Anybody? Come on. And yes, these are teeny tiny. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with them because I don't want people to freak out. If it gets too long, I'll just have to speed it up and you'll all hear me talk like a chipmunk. I'm not even going to worry about those pinked edges. Anybody else have runaway rulers? That is not for fabric. It even says so on the handle. I'm not going to get concerned about how straight they are. I'm okay if they're crooked. Okay, maybe let's try and see if we can get that a little bit better. Okay, now I'm happier. All right. thinking what I'm thinking? Now what do we do, smarty pants? Let's stand up in the corner. Let's go find some fabric. When I say let's, I mean me. You're staying here. Okay. I've got my fabrics. I've got my piece of paper because that's the size I want it. I think what I'm going to do, despite my pins thinking I'm a pin cushion, I'm going to pin that first. You could glue it. Use school glue and glue it. We all know I'm a disaster with school glue. I don't remember being like that in school, but probably was. So I'm going to pin this right there. We're going to build out and see what happens from there. These strips are about 2 inches, maybe more, maybe less. I wanted them bigger than the 1/2 inch we were using there, so hopefully those don't get lost in it, because we're flying by the seat of our pants. So hold my coffee and watch this. I may or may not be using the quarter inch line. Who knows? Well, I'm going to trim these. Sorry about that. As I go. So I've discovered I do not like threads hanging out everywhere. I'm just going to pull this back, get a straight line, and I'm going to trim this. And voila. We're ready for this piece, which you could tell is pieced together too. I think I'm going to put it on from this side. My thread, so I don't have to re-thread it again. I'm lining this up with that nice pretty line I just made, and going as straight as I can. You could do the whole paper like this. You could use a fussy cut up there in the corner. You could use a different piece. It doesn't matter which size, as long as it fits on the standard piece of paper. It's standard in the US. It may not be standard somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to take these pins out now that I've got that down, because I don't like those. Yes, when I am alone here, I do whisper to myself weirdly like that. Let's get out the big dog. I'm trimming it because it makes me happy. I could wait until the end and do it all at once, but it made me happy. Okay, so we've got a little wonkiness going on. We like wonky. If you don't like wonky, you can be just as finicky as you want. Sometimes I'm very finicky. Other times I'm like, let's see, where do I want this one? This one actually has rabbits on it, and that's going to bother me if it's upside down. Give me a straight edge on this one. Ish. I'm not stressing. Why? Because I've got a million things to do. I'm sure all of you do too. Yes, that is going to make Miss Rabbit stand up straight. Upright. Nope, I did not mute my phone. And look at that, look how quick that's coming together. Let's see what we want under that. We want another color. Let's go for the blue. I'm really into the blue. Especially that shape. Doesn't have to be perfect up here. I'm going to take that next piece of fabric and I'm going to go that way with it. Because I'm whimsical. Now using the paper as my template. Hopefully you can see. I've never done this, so I don't know how it's going to work either.
Okay, now I'm going to go. Let's go this side. I'm going to move it up so I know I got all of those fabrics in there. Just try to keep that one straight. Ish. Finger press. Not what I want. That's my blue. I want that blue. That's the blue I want. I think I'm gonna move it up there. This one's on you. You know, we all know why it takes me so long to do everything. Get my piece of paper up there and piece of paper down here. Sure. Okay, let's keep it easy. That's a good finger press, it's not coming out. I'm going to move past it. This one, or this one. Oh, we already used that one. Problem solved. Okay. Back in a tad bit. as my template, and I have no idea where I saw this. I'm sure I've seen paper used as template before. I know there's a lady I followed that made a giant heart. I like it. I like it. Now we're going to clean up our mess. And
Oops. Come on. I'm using a 1.6 in case I didn't say it, which I probably did because I notice I repeat myself when I do things like this. Length on my brother's CP60X. It makes these tear off really easily. And we don't have any trouble them coming out clean. Don't lose any of my threads. I'll rearrange my stuff to put this up close in just a second. Here's our paper. This is Stay Flow and water. Okay. It's going to keep it really flat when we, I don't know how we're going to put it on. When I get it layered, I'll figure it out. I feel like I need to hit the press again because I did that after I finished it. I have a horrible piece of flannel. Horrible, horrible. Can you believe it? That's new. You get what you pay for. Some Insole Bright. And I'm not even going to bother stitching it together and then putting it on there. You know, some more quilt police are just chomping at the bit to let into me. It's okay. Okay. Now I'm going to think. I think what I'm going to do is change my threads and do some stitch near the ditch on all of these. And then oh, we put that egg up here. Yep, I had to use the green, didn't I? Have to put that there. And put one over here. Works for me. I think I'm going to use this bar right here. That's how far away I'm going to be from that line. I should have cut with strings or threads. Just got another piece of paper. Put it over top, and that's what I'm going to use. Again, as I just get squared up, I'm going to get my ruler. I'm lining up my paper right on that edge of that ruler. This is my 60 millimeter blade. I use it specifically for Insulbright and flannel because they're thick. And that way I'm not dulling my blade from my other one constantly. Then we give it a turn. Line up on my paper once again. Is this wrong? Probably. Will it work? Probably. Notice I try to close it after every use because, well, the pins think I'm a pin cushion. I'd hate to think what the blade thinks I am. That's alright. I just moved it off. That's okay. Put it right back. Drop my ruler. Line up my paper. Trying to line up the edge of the paper over here. Whoops. And the bottom of the paper over here. Okay, we'll do it again. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking either. I could get my ruler, my big ruler, and do this. I could use my mat and do this, but I find this very easy. And you get a fairly consistent size. Now, we're going to go backing. Does that look crooked to you? It is crooked, and I like it. We're going to figure out what we're going to put on the back, because that flannel is not the back. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to bind it. I just don't like doing binding. I know I'm a horrible quilter. I pick on myself all the time, don't I? I'm going to use the Peter Rabbit. It's supposed to be an Easter theme. After I put the Peter Rabbit on it, I'm going to applique the eggs. Because I want the circles to show through.
Now that I've noticed these right here, yeah, I'm going to have to line them up with that as best I can. Once again. I realize there are people around the world that might be seeing this and might be thinking, Easter, who cares? It's a US thing. That's okay. I'm still making it. It'll be alright. See how I shaved that? That's why you don't use paper for templates. Because if I use this again, then it's going to be a problem. But I can get it lined up. Actually, see, that just bugged me. I still want to use more. Let's see how we do. I'm going to put this right sides together with that. Leave some room for turning. I put these here to mark where I want to leave the opening. I leave a wide opening because I prefer to sew shut with an angle machine, sew it shut. Get my edges lined up. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit. don't want the stitches popping. Just a little bit that way, so I'm going to need some Hotline to press it that way. Usually it's odd time. Once again, when you have to press it that way because it has stitched. Oh, okay, perfect. Who knows?
The purple thing. Actually spelled T-H-A-N-G. Shockingly, that is a word I can say. I'm going to use it to poke my corners. My corners are usually always just a little rounded. It doesn't upset me. Why am I using this end of it? Because the other end bent when I tried poking corners. I don't know whether it's weak or I'm just too rough. Also get a pin or seam ripper and help tug on that fabric. I don't like to do that because I have a tendency to pop stitches. I will tuck this side in and tuck that side in. And fiddle with it until I'm happy that it's straight. You could hand stitch it. You could leave a smaller hole and it'd be less to do, but really not that girl.